in English, measure of central tendency represent numerical value, indicates the middle of your data set. For example, we use mean, mode, and also median. Okay. So again, kita ada two definition, population and sample. So first, you want to compute your mean. You compute your mean, but you have to check whether population data or sample punya data. Okay, normally it will be stated in the question. Okay. So kalau mean, that means sum of all observation divided by the number of observation. Itu basic. But different symbol we use. Okay. If you have sample mean, so X bar, sample mean X bar. The same thing, summation Xi divided by small n. If you have population mean, ini, mu, which is summation Si divided by capital N. Tapi in the case tu, at last tu jawapan sama. But the way you want to write the symbol is different. For example, let's say, soalan ni lah, a few students have been taken to ask about their opinion on certain, on perception of something lah. Okay, a few students. So that means it is a sample. Okay, kalau let's say I mention all students. All students itu data populasi. Ataupun all section and so on. Okay, so that one is your X bar for sample mean. The other one is your mu for your population mean. Okay. Itu direct je. Itu kita panggil measure of central tendency. So kita ada satu lagi, measure of dispersion. Ukuran serakan. Okay, measure the variability of a set of data. Variasi, variation dia. So normally range lah yang paling biasa, range which is your julat, range, difference between the largest and the smallest. Okay, kamu rank kan, find the largest minus the smallest observation. Okay, this formula. Okay, you have population, sample. Okay, again, I already mentioned different symbols. Okay, if you have population variance, sigma square, you have summation Xi minus mu, square the value divided by capital N. Okay, but if you have sample variance, S square, you have summation Xi minus X bar, square the value divided by N minus 1. Different dia dekat N minus 1 Okay, kalau variance, population variance, summation Si minus mu square divided by N. Kalau S square, sample variance, summation Si minus X bar square divided by N minus 1. Okay, kalau sample standard deviation, you just square root the value. Okay, kita pakai S and also sigma. Sigma for population standard deviation. Sample standard deviation is just S. Okay. I think during matrix or foundation, you already learn the formulas and how you want to compute the data set. Okay. For S square, it's the same thing. Kalau kita nak expand, if we expand the formula S square, 1 over N minus 1, okay, summation Xi square minus summation Xi square divided by N. Dia yang sama. Nampak ke? Okay. We have, kalau kita expand this formula, summation Xi minus X bar square over N minus 1. If we expand this formula, you will have 1 over N minus 1. Okay, bracket. Summation Xi square minus summation Xi. Lepas tu baru square divided by N. Okay. Biasanya kalau kita nak compute, kita pakai this one lah. Okay, kalau nak compute one by one. Okay. So, ini basic formula. Ada apa-apa nak tanya ke? Kalau saya laju sangat cakap Okay. Ini just saya nak tunjukkan. Okay, how the sample variance measure variability through the deviation. Okay, you have some Xi minus X bar. Xi, let's say you have your observe, this one is your X bar. Ini dikatakan kita punya X bar tu is 13. Xi ni kita punya observe value ni, kita ada yang dot-dot ni ini kan punya observation lah. X1, X2, X2, and so on So apa yang dia tunjuk kat sini, dia punya deviation dia punya variasi dia. Maksudnya X1 minus X bar, X2 jarak jarak daripada titik ni ke sini. So itu dia punya variasi dia. Berapa jauh data kamu terserak daripada nilai min. Nilai di titik tengah tu. Okay. So itu variasi dia. Deviation Xi minus X bar. Okay, ini secara gambar aja Tak ada apalah. Just ni je. Okay, let's say we have a data set here. Okay, katakan this is your Xi. Okay, they compute lah Xi minus X bar because they already compute your X bar. Yeah, Xi minus X bar. So that means 12.6 minus 13. Your X bar just now is X bar is 13 So 12.6 minus 13 you have minus 0.4. 12.9 minus 13 minus 0.1. Okay, lepas tu square the value. Square for each one. And then this one is your summation. Okay, summation which is 1.6. So if you want to find your sample variance, so sample variance again, we have summation Xi minus X bar square over n minus 1. Okay, n minus 1, your n number of your observation is 8, so 8 minus 1, 7. So we will have 1.6 divided by 7. Okay. So you can complete your S square. For example, let's say 1.6 divided by 7, you will have apa? 1.6 divided by 7. Okay, you have 0.2285. Okay, if you want to put in terms of 4 decimal points, so 0.2286. Okay, so that is your sample variance. Katakan ini saya tulis kat sini Dia punya value dia 0.2286. So this is your S square. If you want to find your sample standard deviation, S square root the value 0.2286. Okay, we will have the other value lah. So itu sample standard deviation. Okay, everyone is clear? Boleh ke?
Yes.
Ada nak bertanya ke? Boleh. Okay. Okay, do you have your calculator with you? Ada calculator tak dengan kamu, you all?
Ada.
Yeah.
Ada, Doktor, ada.
Yeah. Okay, ini just dia punya relationship je lah between a population and sample. Okay, actually kamu dah belajar normal distribution. Kalau normal distribution, we have this parameter is mu and sigma ni, population Okay, population normal distribution. So daripada population tu kita ambil beberapa sampel, dia akan membentukkan satu histogram lah actually. So ini just in terms of symbol mu, and then you have your X bar for sample mean, your S is sample standard deviation. Okay, daripada population, daripada normal curve tu actually you can bring out your histogram. Okay, itu just relationship dia lah. Okay. Ni I'm not sure which model calculator that you use. Normally lah, kalau yang warna grey yang tu, it is 570 ms. Okay. Kalau version yang version apa tu? Version satu lagi tu apa? VN ke apa tah? Yang button dia lain sikit tu. Okay. Okay, if you have apa dia? VN plus
ES plus.
ES plus.
ES plus.
Dia punya tu sama tak dengan MMS? Kalau kamu perasan. Okay, kamu try Okay, if you have your calculator, sambil saya bercakap tu, you try. Okay, first tu you clear screen. Dia ada, nanti saya tunjuk dulu untuk MS ni. Okay, kalau yang untuk satu lagi, ES pun saya rasa sama ini. Clear screen, that means shift CLR, choose one. So you will have SCL SCL tu maksudnya stats clear. Lepas tu press balik lah, equal ke apa ke, on balik. Okay. And then you choose your SD mode. SD mode maksudnya dekat your screen of your calculator, SD should appear on the display screen. Press mode 2 times, choose number 1, it will come SD. Ini for those yang ada F570 ms Lepas tu, you can try to enter your data set. Kita ada 9 observation. So for each time, you press 2.13 and then you press M plus sampai habis kamu masuk data. Okay, try dulu. Nanti yang version satu lagi saya bagi nanti. Boleh ke? Dah try masuk data dah ke? Ada siapa-siapa nak respon?
Saya punya lain version doktor.
Lain version. Siapa yang pakai MS? Boleh tak siapa-siapa yang respon MS?
Saya punya pun lain version doktor.
Lain version juga. Okay. Okay, ini dia punya tata cara lah ya. Once kamu dah enter your data, you find your summary statistic. Which is, kalau kamu let's say shift to choose 1, it will give you sample mean. And then shift to choose 3, sample standard deviation. Dia akan S lah ya. And then shift 1, choose 1. Ini sum dia akan keluar summation SI, summation SI square. And then kalau shift 1, choose 3 tu number of your observation. Kamu boleh check lah. Tapi, setiap kali masuk data baru, clearkan memory dalam you punya calculator. If not, data tu will be overlap. Okay, dia akan jadi number observation tu banyak. So, make sure bila kita dah masuk data tu, betul tak data tu? Bilangan tu sama tak? Okay, kalau tak, data tu overlap. Okay, that one is for 570 MS. Okay, so this one is for VN. VN yang, apa warna calculator kamu tu? Grey, white, tak apalah. Okay, kalau ini clear screen, shift 9. Sekejap kalau saya, sekejap. Boleh nampak ke ni? Calculator ni? Boleh nampak ke? Can you see the slide and also the calculator here? Boleh?
Nampak slide
Tak
je.
push ni.
Nampak slide sahaja.
Calculator tak nampak Saya nak share.
Tak.
Tak nampak. Oh, saya kena stop sharing slide baru saya boleh share ni tu. Sekejap ya. Okay, saya try sharing dulu sekejap. Nampak tak ada dua? Can you see both calculator and also my slide?
Boleh tu.
Yes.
Boleh.
Nampak.
Ada yang pakai yang ni ke? VN plus? Ada? Ada tak?
Itu doktor saya.
Saya.
Okay,
Saya
yang
pakai.
tu saya tak ada manual ES tu you can find from YouTube I think. Okay. So for this one, VN plus ni, first you need to clear your screen. Clear your screen, that means shift 9 Shift 9. So let's say I want to clear the memory So clear the memory, number 2 equal sign. So yes lepas tu on balik. Okay. Then you choose mode. Okay, mode. Dia ada ni 1, 2 up to 8. Okay. So now choose number 3. Number 3 is for statistic stat. Saya rasa kalau ES pun sama juga. Oh, dia mesti ada SD.
Ada.
Kamu dalam try lah Try and error lah Okay, this one number 3. So lepas tu kita akan press number 1 yang ada VAR tu, variation. Okay, press number 1. Okay, this is how we enter the data. Let's say 2.13 equal, and then 2.95 equal, and then you have 3.02, 1.82, okay, equal 1.16, 1.37, 2.05, 2.47, and then 2.6. Okay, so all observation that we have is 9 observation. Okay. Okay, so now you have shift 1 after you enter your data set. Shift 1. Sorry on balik. Okay. Shift 1. Okay, bila tekan balik shift 1, Shift 1 is your stat and also your distribution. Okay, you have type. Number 2 is data. Number 3 is sum. Number 4 is variance. Variasi. Okay. Press number 4. Number 4, if you press number 1, it will give you number of observation that you enter. Okay, again, shift 1. Okay, number 4. Okay, now you press number 2, equal sign. So this one will give you a sample mean, your X bar, 2.174. Okay, and then again, shift 1, number 4. And then we press number 4. Number 4. Okay, dia akan keluar in your display. SX is your sample standard deviation. Okay, dia bukan sample variance. Kalau if you want to find your sample variance, square this value. That means 0.6523, square the value, you will get your sample variance. But if you want sample standard deviation, it should give you 0.6523 SX. Dia ada dua shift tadi. 1. Number 4. Okay, dia ada sigma X dengan SX. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is for population standard deviation. Okay, number 3 population standard deviation. But normally, in our course lah sekarang ni, in our course, normally your data is sample data. So you will use number 4 instead of number 3. We will use number 4 for sample standard deviation. As well as number 2 lah. Number 2 sample mean. 2 dengan 4 je kamu pakai. Yang lain kamu tak pakai lah selalunya. Okay. So that is the way how we want to compute a data without using the formula. Okay, ini kalau kita tak masukkan formula. Maksudnya, kita, sebab data tu banyak nanti sebab ini nanti akan guna dalam estimation procedure. Ini saya ajar siap-siap lah. Biasa memang kita ajar early of this week lah. How you want to enter your data using your calculator. Okay, because bila kita sampai chapter estimation procedure, you need to compute your sample standard deviation and also sample mean. So the easiest way is to use your calculator, pakai mode SD ataupun mode stat ni. Okay, because dia berapa minit je terdapat lah. Instead of you use your formula lah. Tapi kita boleh double check lah better sama ada kamu punya value tu sama atau tidak. Kamu check kamu punya bilangan observation tu. N tu berapa kamu masukkan. Kalau data dia ada 9, sepatutnya N kamu equals to 9 lah. And then setiap kali masuk data baru, mesti clear memory dalam calculator. Kalau tidak, data tu akan bertindak. Okay, dia akan overlap. Okay. So that is the way we use your data using your calculator. Boleh faham ke? Tapi nanti try on your own. Nanti saya bagi link dalam YouTube. Saya rasa yang VN ni. Yang ES tu tolong cari sendiri ya. Siapa yang ada calculator ES tu tolong cari sendiri. Boleh? Boleh kah?
Boleh betul.
Okay. Okay, nanti try and error lah. Kamu try masukkan data. Check jawapan tadi sama tak? Kalau ini kita dapat X bar tadi 2.174. Dia punya sample standard deviation tadi 0.65 something. Normally, you give the value in terms of 3 decimal point or 4 decimal point. Supaya dia konsisten setiap satu tu. Okay. Okay, I stop sharing my calculator. Okay, so ini basically today's punya lecture je lah ya. Yang lain tu, ada lagi tak? Okay.